Appreciate you, Coach. Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and, of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. Let's go, D. Let's go. Deuce. 6-6. Pull it high. Shoot.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12. At the 23.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
61. Matchbox lights. Kill. Turn up. Hey, Foxtrot.
Off play action. Trammell. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Mike 22. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Mike 22.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off down at the 10.
The football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, getting the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Know your job. 80 weapons. Go. Get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Trammell going deep for Diggs. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Echo. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Back to throw. Trammell. Buying time to his left. And now he'll let this one go. And that's caught inside the 35. An excellent gain, 35 yards. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. And he had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play?
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
Come on here, come get some. He don't want it. Kill. Get it ready.
Off the play fake. Trammell. And it's incomplete.
The pass on 2nd down. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Coverage by Byron Murphy.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Well, team, spill. Hey, exit. Lead grip.
Looking to throw. Trammell. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
We go. 50 plant. Greystone travel. Check. Cross. Go.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0.
The score, Vikings 7, Cardinals nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar.
Murray's pass.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
You gotta be ready. I'll be scared of it. Mike 22, Mike 22. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's good.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Aguilar has it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
On second down, it's Drake. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey. The mic. 43's the mic.
2nd and 6. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one.
On the ready. 43's the mic. Come on. Hey. High 7.
Throwing on first down. Trammell going deep for Diggs. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. A quick pass out to Aguilar. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Complete to Nelson Aguilar. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. at the 22-yard line.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
From the 22, Murray. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll be out right at the 35. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
First down, Arizona.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Murray, a quick throw out to Kirk. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 43-yard line.
Ready. Check. 59. Drop deep.
On 2nd down now. It's Drake, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. I'm coming. Get along. West. Whip. Watch the whip. Go, everybody. Run.
And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Set, hut, 2, Henry. Echo. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Mike 22.
Here's Murray from midfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
I got you. Check. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
A give running right, Drake. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Banjo.
On second down, it's Drake. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Hey, I'm coming.
Watch the safety creep.
Switch.
Go. Here we go. Motion.
Mike's 22.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for Minnesota. 49 yards.
On the set, Mike.
43's the Mike.
Hey, Delta.
43's the Mike. 43's the Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 43's the Mike.
To throw on second down. Trammell escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Here we go. Mike's 43. Mike's 43. Not today, you are. Not today.
Hey, Charlie.
43.
Hit it. 43.
Back to throw. Trammell. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Jim.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
It's a gain of 10. And the Cardinal first down.
So we got man. Mike, go. He's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
They'll run with Drake. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
After the loss, here's 2nd and 12 from the 18. A final shot before half from Murray. Dancing to his left. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. This one caught by Isabella. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Murray now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
When teams have a tough time running the ball, as this one has throughout this game, it's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10.
Everyone's got four down. Check the backer, check the backer. Peek edge, peek edge, peek edge. Spell.
Like 22, he's coming, 22 straight.
Now Drake, and an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the first down on a gain of 13.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
He's brought down by Sean Davis. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Vikings' 22-yard line.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Able to find Isabella. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Murray now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Switch gears. Check, 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 check. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Too little, Cupcake.
Watch that, watch that, watch that.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Mike's 5'9". Mike's 5'9".
Running, it's Drake. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
59 Mike, 59.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, he motivates your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Ready. 15 line. 15 line. 5.
This is caught by Robinson. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch, maybe you move some motion, maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
At the 30-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Bravo.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Here we go.
2nd and 5. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Shift.
5. 2.
From the gun, Trammell and Robinson with a big catch. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 16.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? 10-2 stop.
Nice, sweetheart. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety creep.
Again, it's Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Elbow. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different. Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come. Mike's 59. Ready? Mike is 59. Mike's 59.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On first down, Drake. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Come on now.
Ball up to the 35 on 1st and 10. They'll get it to Drake, running left. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Slam.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14.
First down, Arizona.
Here we go. Look at the flag. 59. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
They'll run on first down. It's Drake. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. On the tackle that time, it's Trey Waynes.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
You got it. You got it.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Everson Griffin in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
Back to throw, Murray. Being chased, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Danielle Hunter racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
You think you gonna get this?
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
I got you, boy. Mike 22, Mike 22.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Everson Griffin. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses that are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them. Put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
35-yard line.
61, matchbox, lights.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And some room to run now. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 6-yard line. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Minnesota, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on